Joining me now is Nathan Lodge. He is Director of Securities Vault, the Head of Melbourne at Lodge Partners, and most importantly today, he is the founder of Minds in the Vines. Nathan, welcome. Another edition of Minds in the Vines coming up on the 20th at Lancemore Lindenderry Winery in Red Hill in Victoria's Mornington Peninsula. It's quite a fun event. It's been around a few years now. Would you kick us off with a bit of an introduction to the event and the genesis of it?
The idea was just a simple idea. I mean, it was sort of lockdown in Victoria. We couldn't really do much, and I did have a lot of time, on our hands. And I just thought it'd be a really good concept to bring mining companies from, across the country, listed mining companies, and bring them into a winery, take all the investors out of the city, out of the office, and take them out to a day where they can engage and interact with these companies and talk and hear their stories and meet the team and the board and all that sort of thing. So it was just a simple idea, really, just to bring mining companies to investors in a different environment in the wineries.
So it sounds like you're taking a bit of distance and formality out of proceedings. Can you give us an impression of what the experience is like based on what people have told you from their past experiences, be it investors or presenters?
Yeah, I think the investors seem to really enjoy it because it gets them away from, I guess the one-on-one meetings and boardrooms and so forth, and gives them time to actually talk to, the team or the management of the companies, and might find out information that they might not necessarily, have known or asked when taking a meeting in town. And at the same time, these companies, they do have a lot of investors, on their registry. So gives them an opportunity to sort of be a bit more engaging with the people that are supporting their company.
So it seems like the event has been a success from its inception. You have spin-offs now, stocks in the vines, and other more minor networking opportunities. What can you tell us about this growth, and was it expected?
No, it wasn't expected. I think the reason, the spin-off of Stocks in the Vine sort of eventuated was because, we wanted to really focus on sort of two main events. We wanted to be agnostic with the other stocks within the market, other companies in the market, other sectors, and I guess focusing on mining as two sort of standalone sort of events. So, and both, I mean, on our sort of, I guess, our distribution list, we have, different pools of investors. So the ones that normally come to our Minds in the Vines won't necessarily always come to our Stocks in the Vines. So it gives an opportunity for, I guess, our database to come and, see these companies on, two different events.
So finally, I imagine that the defining factor for this year is going to be very much guided by the different global environment we're in this year compared to last. When you're looking at metals, mining, and markets, can you tell us from the many hats you wear, what are your insights to those macro trends that are really going to be shaping conversations and investments at the moment?
I think what we're now seeing in the media has sort of already started to, I guess, transpire, maybe 6 months prior within the market. So what we're seeing is, I guess, investors have already sort of picked, the trend is your friend, prior to where we're seeing the prices of some of these junior companies get to. And I think that sort of trickled down. I think that's sort of come, I don't think it's trickled down from any sort of, majors. I think it's come from investors knowing and forecasting where they see these companies coming and where, across the globe, where people are really focusing on taking control of these, mining companies from the ground up.
Well, Nathan, it sounds like you're very enthusiastic about this event, and I'm sure all the attendees are itching to get out there and clink glasses. Cheers for today.
Thank you.